To offend was never my intention, as imagination is the mother of invention. Expression is my liberation, pushing negativity into evaporation, channeling anger and frustration, getting it out without self-mutilation. Not just letting it go, but going with the flow, pushing it external and into some kind of show, taking the dark and the wicked and all the sin, taking fear and waiting for the extinction to begin, taking the holding back and the biting of your tongue, and all the words you've muttered under your breath undone, and all the thoughts that circle in your head, the ones that harbour truth but are never said, the profanities, cussing, forbidden words that offend people and are seen as absurd. Well, take it all and get it out, better out than in, and deliver it with a clout. Take this beast, and with it be smart. Express yourself by turning it into art. That squirrel's a pig. He's eating all the birdseed, stuffing it all in his cheeks. There's enough food there for a week. Hey, what planet should we go to? Pick a planet, anyone. We could go on a journey, maybe go and have some fun. Hey, are you listening to me? Could you lend me a penny, maybe some pence, maybe some Monopoly money, nonsense and no sense? Hey, fat pigeon, I heard you can play the organ, walking in sequences across the keys, self-satisfying the boredom. Hey, I can't stop the thoughts. I'm not a pen that runs out of ink. Imagine that a mind that just stopped to think. Maybe I'll lay here for a while, my mouth wide open like the crocodile, submersed in water with my face poking through. I sense you near, I hope I see you. Now you approach the watering hole with caution, your movements calculating and slow. I wish I could convince you that you are safe, but I do not trust myself post haste. As you come close, I retreat. Below the surface, I hear my own heartbeat. I'm afraid it quickens, this beast inside. It's one of the reasons why I have to hide. To show you my true spirit, I'd love for you to see it, and whisper words for you to hear, of murky waters that clear when you're near. The truth is my love is at a loss. Our paths will never cross. I will always be the onlooker from under. From beneath the water I gaze in wonder. Maybe I'll lay here for a while, my mouth wide open like the crocodile. There are no contributing factors, no mathematical subtractors, no scientific subterfuge that any proof shows any similarities in the rules. And truth be known, where magic hath grown, that any life force you cannot predict, that any given resurrection could or is scarred with an uncanny wicked wit. And no two choices or decisions can be accounted for with the arisen. And you hold no power over the outcome of where darkness really comes from. And there you have it with no guarantees that what you've created has its own subtleties. For sometimes they return with darkness in their heart and no concern. And very rare do they restart with such joy in their heart. So beware, a warning has to be said. Be careful when bringing people back from the dead. Imagine that want to run if you had no legs. End of the line as adrenaline begs. The urge to sprint flat out is shut down fast from the realisation there's no energy to last. Disappointed and deflated, you wonder what's the fuss when the sun is in Leo and the moon is in Sagittarius. And it's like I want to, doesn't get it, and the drive to move gets shut down. Plans are scuppered and cancelled, and the vent is suppressed into a frown. And we all have bad days as frustration fucks with our heads, and the triggers are often tiny as dissatisfaction spreads. And the universe that's always moving, for the watcher will see the signs. Our inability to process can be planetary and will all pass in time. And everything grinds to a halt, both physical and emotion, and pop. And you can't quite put your finger on it as your life comes to a full stop. Radio waves that were analogue are now a digital dialogue. Technology beyond man's thinking will soon arrive, thus linking. Airborne machines among us for all manner of purpose. Plug-in intimacy, invasion of privacy. Next will be wireless healthcare, administering computerised welfare, medication through your internet provider, imprisoned at home, a definite social divider. Apps for this and apps for that, designed to keep you where you're at. Uploading your habits, you can download your fix, 0800 666. And as we slowly evolve, our futures we will solve. We won't need a healthy planet to survive as our minds become computerized. Our daily lives become superficial as we become more artificial. And eventually everything we see and do will be run from a screen, from a control room. Upload your fix. People go to work and they leave the dog at home. Ropes and chains secure the abode, but still the dog is all alone. Sometimes confined to a room, sometimes hiding in the dark. Mostly bored, sometimes stressed, you can hear it in his bark. Sometimes lonely for a companion, he howls his solitary song. You can hear it in the other dogs in the other houses all day long. Then something's at the letterbox, and there's a shadow at the door. What the hell does it want? 1 minute it's there and the next it's gone. Will it come back again? There's another noise outside. What the hell does it want? My anxiety's rising high. Now the phone is ringing and the washing machine next door's on spin. There's car doors slamming outside. Perhaps intruders are coming in. And now it's getting dark outside and I really need to pee. Nobody came home to let me out and I feel really bad if I have to wee. Oh, but what's that? There's a key at the door. The excitement's too much for me to hold. With my overzealous wagging tail, my master returns to his abode. Hey boy, his voice is reassuring. I utters a yelp, a bark and a moan. I can't hold it no longer and I pee all over the floor and then shoot him a look of guilt. You left me all alone. I like to wear things backwards, it makes me look all wrong. I like to wear things inside out, giving the impression I don't belong. If you can see a label or maybe a seam, or a motif of a badge or an out-of-date team, I brush my hair the wrong way and speak in a strange tongue, where my words are actually backwards and the sentence ends where it should have begun. Now I'm walking, that's what I've perfected, with my head tilted to the side, so I can see behind me. I'm walking in rewind. So am I coming or going? Do I belong or not? Living in reverse, I can't seem to stop. Maybe I'll lay here for a while. No, I can't do it. It's supposed to be a love poem. Now you approach the watering hole. With caution, just not letting it go, but going with the flow, pushing it external into being back and the biting of your tongue and all the words you've muttered under your breath. It doesn't rhyme. Biting of your tongue and all the words you've muttered under your breath in the foul man. Why? Well, and get it out. Better out than in. It's better to be with the delivered to be delivered about the bird. Knowledge beyond man's thinking will soon arrive. Thus. Ow. And you hold no power over the outcome of subterfuge that any proof shows any with a darkness in their heart with no concern. The very rare they do. There are other dogs in other homes all day long. There's some things up the Imagine that want to run if you had no legs. End of the line as a drill. And we all have bad days as frustration fucks with our heads, and the triggers are often tiny as satisfaction. Disappointed and deflated, you wonder what's the fuss when the sun